The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the WZWA Network, and welcome to our beloved show here, WZWA Reacts, where we react to all this crazy stuff that happens and has happened in the history of professional wrestling. I'm Karlifornia. This is Jooseyboy. How are you, bro?
Oh, dude, I'm phenomenal, and today we have a very special episode of WZWA Reacts. You see, we are going to Puerto Rico and the World Wrestling Council, which many of you hardcore wrestling aficionados that follow our channel here may be aware of. But it's not just the fact, Karlifornia, that we're going to Puerto Rico and the World Wrestling Council today, is it? That makes this episode special. It's also the match itself. And that's where you come in. Tell us what we're in store for, my friend.
Yep, we're headed to the land of the ladies with the big asses, Puerto Rico. San Juan, actually. Capital Sports Promotions is what they named the company at this stage. I'm sure at some stage it's also known as the World Wrestling Council, but it's December 21st, 1985 at Hiram Bithorn Stadium. And this is why it's special, Jooseyboy, because if we want to see a match between these two and have it on this show here, WZWA Reacts, we wouldn't be able to, because I would say almost all of their encounters that were ever recorded are owned by WWE. But right here, right now, we get to see an NWA World Heavyweight Championship match between the Nature Boy defending against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Bro, that's going to be special.
Absolutely. We are going to have the privilege of watching Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes, one of the seminal feuds in the history of professional wrestling. And we're going to watch them mix it up in a title match here for an episode of WZWA Reacts. I'm expecting to be very interested in this match. We think you guys out there are going to love it. And you're going to let us know what you think in the comments. Are you ready to do this, Karlifornia?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I feel like I'm ready as well.
Okay, all of you out there, you remember to decide. Here we go, Jooseyboy. In 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, they're already in the ring here. You see that fucking wild crowd. Honestly, Carl, look at the size of the audience, though.
Yeah, huge, huge.
Huge.
Now, what do you think Ric Flair would have to say about a crowd of this size?
I mean, it's a tremendous crowd, you know. I mean, there's bars on every street, you know. Every corner they're offering you something to drink, you know, and I'm not going to say no, you know. No, but I mean, both guys actually look tremendous. Like,
yep. Right, deep in the middle of that feud of theirs.
Look at this referee with his pot belly, man. Like,
I prefer my wrestlers with a pot belly, not like referees with a pot belly, not like the ones today that look like they could fuck you up.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
American Dream, Nature Boy, here we go.
Fucking hell, people are sure throwing all this stuff. And the lock up into the corner.
It appears that commentator Hugo Savinovich is commentating for the whole crowd to hear.
Interesting.
And I just watched that Dusty Rhodes documentary last night. Very, very interesting.
And Dusty's headlock, the way that he had it there, not traditional, not often taught that way these days, but
no,
it's okay because it's Dusty doing it.
There we go. Look at him fire up. Look at this.
Those jabs looked good. And just the right amount of selling from Ric Flair. You see, he's selling them shots, but it's not quite flustered him yet. It's still early on in the match.
You can tell these guys just already worked together so many times, and it's just second nature everything that they do.
A glorious mane of hair on Ric Flair's head, still unharmed. Untussled by, unbothered, sorry, by the physicality, beautiful athleticism.
Oh, and another one. And the flop. Here comes the beg off. This is just classic Flair and Rhodes, you know what I mean? I say that like I've seen dozens of them. I've probably seen maybe 2 of their matches.
Yeah, it's one of them feuds that just because the matches weren't shown nationally necessarily, like it's just. I mean, like I've seen.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I've seen maybe the most famous match that Flair and Dusty have ever had, but definitely nothing beyond that.
Well, is that the cage match?
Probably.
I love that you gave an anecdote of having seen a match of theirs that was their most famous, and you're not really sure which one it was.
It's where like Dusty wins the big gold belt.
Right, yeah, that's the cage match. Jeez.
Once again, aspiring wrestlers out there, you fucking don't need to do 600 different spots, you know, like.
No, that's why these guys could work 8 days a week all over the country.
We are about 4 minutes, 20 some odd seconds into this match. You know, Flair's taken already a couple of bumps. I'd argue that he didn't have to take those bumps if he didn't want to, but he just chose to. But
that man, I love that patented Ric Flair one-arm snap man. Knee drop.
Just the precision, just scruffing that brow with the knee pad.
You know, I saw in this documentary about how many times Dusty got screwed over right at the point where it was like, this is where he's supposed to get the big win. And that's why I take real... I have a problem with a lot of people complaining about Cody not winning at WrestleMania. When you've seen in the past that this is the way things have been done.
Yeah, and I think even more than people being pissed off, like people can be pissed off, but what pisses me off is that people automatically assume that Vince McMahon walked back in and changed it. You know, even before the news of this big merger had broken, the story had already come out that they made the decision internally to have Cody lose weeks ago in order to continue the story that they're obviously trying to tell.
That's it.
So,
I'm fucking that's it.
Man, like, let me tell you something, guys. I watched Unforgiven 1999 the other day, and there was some stuff in there that you remember fondly, but there was also a bunch of crap in there, and I was like, man, there's some good stuff in today's wrestling. And I think people are a bit too nitpicky with stuff. Like,
well, everyone these days wants that instant gratification. They can't wait. Oh, Reigns has had the belt too long, so...
The whole point of it is that he hasn't for ages. Like, he hasn't for ages. It's one of those things, man. Like, all those years that we all spent hating on Roman Reigns, and it, with good reason, it was annoying. Always knowing that he was going to win, and always the same shit.
Yeah, because it just followed the whole time period of knowing Cena was going to win every freaking match.
However, now that we all like him, you can look back at his body of work that you might have been pissed off at the time and be like, man, he had some fucking great matches. Like,
exactly.
Which he did, because he eventually matured into the role.
Oh, there we go. Dusty firing
Great
back. Sorry we
counter.
went off topic for a while there, ladies and gentlemen, but we just, we're
That's
just,
alright.
just slowly sinking into this match as they build up, as they usually do, methodically. Here we go. Here's a bit of movement, bit of action.
Oh, beautiful!
Yeah.
Wrestling's classic underdogs like Dusty Rhodes, ended up losing quite often. That's the point we're getting around to. Now he's going to do Ric Flair's own finishing move. No! Made a bit of a mistake there, bro. It took too long.
A little overzealous. Playing to the crowd too
Overcome
much.
by his passions. The athleticism of Dusty there, though. Hey, look, now they're turning it up again.
Oh, sleeper.
And you can definitely see some of both Dustin and Cody in Dusty Rhodes. Even though he has a drastically different body type from both sides. Just the explosive movement that you see from Dusty, that really reminds me of the high impact of everything Goldust does, and the smoothness of the strikes and everything like that. I think Cody's inherited that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they've both inherited some good qualities from the Dream.
Oh, they're both tremendous workers. That's why their match in AEW set the standard for one of AEW's best matches, and I wish Dustin would come back to WWE so they could do a one-on-one match in WWE. But this match, though, we haven't even had to say much as far as calling the match, because
they're just building it up, bro. They're building it up slowly.
It's like a masterclass, though, man. Like, I just feel like I'm invested in it, but I'm also like, there's not much to dissect, because it's just like
they're just doing their thing, bro.
They're doing their thing, man. They're feeling it. Like, it's
this is a night off for them, I reckon. Working with each other's a night off.
Well, I think that Puerto Rico crowd in that environment's not necessarily a night off, though, man. You never know if someone's fucking
every time I interview someone and I see that they wrestled in Puerto Rico, I go, "You got any stories, bro? You got any stories?"
And they always do. Usually.
Yeah, it's always like, someone said they got stabbed in the ass cheek with a fork. Savio Vega caused a riot. To be escorted out of the building. Yes, one that doesn't get enough love on this channel.
That ties in actually quite well with this, because we're watching some Puerto Rico here. This is quintessential Puerto Rican wrestling, even though we have Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes in the ring. It is obviously a Puerto Rican card and a Puerto Rican building. And, the interview with Savio Vega on the Insider's Edge not only was a great look at Savio's career, but he is also just extremely knowledgeable about the Puerto Rican wrestling scene and the history in the area. And, you get a great insight into that if you check out that interview. And if you haven't checked it out, you fucking should. I'm the one responsible for clipping the shorts, so I'm going to be going through that interview very soon.
It's all right, bro. We've got like 8 of them for Savio's interview.
Oh, have I already?
It was the one time where Luke actually got like a heap of them done, like I had asked.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Here comes a figure 4 from Ric Flair. Wait a minute, Dusty's fighting out of it.
Get turned over. Dusty's going to use that weight. Fucking hell, people throwing shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look at the way he builds it up. He's
in from the crowd. And now Ric Flair's desperately trying to avoid it, but he won't be able to. It's already
suspense.
Happened.
We're on the teetering, and
and there it is.
And this Flair is using his blonde hair to show how painful it is.
Flair very quickly, obviously, was forced to do what he could to break that, unless he wanted more damage to be done. A beautiful sell by Rick.
Off the ropes. Here we go. Flair is reeling.
He's in some trouble right now. He is in a spot of trouble, and I think Dusty's starting to feel it.
This is just fun to sit and watch.
Yeah. I feel like this is what you think of when you think of classic wrestling, at least classic American wrestling.
I can see why Cornette thinks that this should still be the way things are done.
Well, because even if you speed things up and add some more flashy moves in and a bit of the parkour influence and stuff, you can still do that and still keep things like this, and it would still be awesome. I think there are products out there that demonstrate that, but I mean, it's definitely going too far in the other direction.
Yeah, well, now
Really...
everyone thinks you have to do dives to the outside to get your stuff over, and destroyers and ripcords, and
in reality, all it does is just make it less impressive for, when anyone does it. It's sort of like a DDT or even a clothesline. Like, there was a time back in the day when, not everybody did a clothesline or a lariat, and then over time it became a standardized move, and that's okay, really.
Absolutely.
But other things like a DDT have become standardized as well, and that's not so okay because people still use that as a finish. Just that clothesline there.
He's reeling, bro. Dusty smells blood.
Have you noticed how throughout this whole thing it feels much more like a fight?
Yeah.
It definitely does not feel as though they've sat around going over spots and stuff like that.
Oh, Dusty faking him out there.
That was great. That was a brilliant sell, brilliant timing. Dusty's feeling it, the audience is into it.
Flair's bleeding.
Yaka.
Wait a minute, Flair.
Takes him down though. Oh man, he's gonna cheat him out of it.
Dusty keeps getting the shoulder up.
The refs spotted it. Flair's being spotted. And because the commentator's on a live mic, of course. Oh!
This is it. Wait a minute.
No, this is it. This is it.
Beautiful.
Ahí está la llave 4 ahora, está tratando de abrirla Ric Flair. Está tratando de abrirla, estimados amigos, Ric Flair. Vamos a ver si consigue abrirla. 2. ¡Por poquito! ¡Wow! Ya iba para el conteo de 3 el árbitro. La batalla por el campeonato mundial. 4, mis amigos, ahí se tuvo que refugiar las cuerdas. Ric Flair tuvo que refugiarse en las cuerdas. Para lucha tan importante, qué bonito estadio escogido.
Got a rope break here. Dusty won't let go.
I think that's going to be a DQ for Dusty. No. Yeah, Dusty's going to go ahead and get himself DQ'd. Wait.
Maybe not.
Wait, it's just really descending into chaos, so...
The hatred is real.
Obvious ignorance of the ref's instructions here. Oh, Dusty said, fuck off. Piss off. Get the fuck off me, ref.
Oh, now Flair's got off the ref.
Flair says, fuck off as well. Oh. Look at all those strikes look good.
The referee looks like he's called for a double DQ.
Yeah, this thing's been thrown out.
Oh,
the
shit.
Referee.
Speaking of thrown out.
Oh, classic ref style bomb.
And
these guys are just still going at it. Yeah, I think that might be it now. Taking the
15 seconds
turnbuckle
left in the
bump.
footage.
He's powdered out, and this thing has ended with no clear-cut winner.
No, but that's okay. That was
But
fun.
I think what it did end in is, you know, a lot of very entertained fans.
Yes, I thought that was fun.
Probably in Puerto Rico, people would have been pissed off about it at the time. But, you know, I think that was a very, very, very good match. We want to know what you think at home.
Yeah.
And we want to know if you have any other suggestions, questions, comments, queries, theories, suggestions that you can give to us in relation to WZWA Reacts. What did you think of this classic Puerto Rican showdown between Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes?
Yep, and you know, anything, suggest anything you want, as long as WWE don't own it or have it on their network or their YouTube, then we could probably use it. But awesome. Thanks, Juicy Boy.
Yeah, no worries, mate. And thank all of you out there. This has been WZWA Reacts. I've been Juicy Boy. That's been Karlifornia. And we will see you down the road.
WZWA Network, that's the way we like it. God almighty. WZWA Network, that's the way we like it. Puppies. WZWA Network, that's the way we like it.
The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.